Hi, I'm Mike, PokeTips Mike, and I was not expecting to wake up to this today. It seems like we're gonna be getting lots of new Pokemon news very soon. So just a few minutes ago, Nintendo of America tweeted out, tune in on January 9th at 6:30 a.m. Pacific time for roughly 20 minutes of new Pokemon information in a live-streamed Pokemon Direct presentation. And when we jump over to the Nintendo YouTube channel, we can see right now there's a Pokemon Direct scheduled for that exact time. Except, you know, since I'm in Eastern time, it says 9:30 a.m. for me. So on January 9th, we're getting a lot of new Pokemon information, which I'm honestly surprised about because Pokemon Sword and Shield came out less than 2 months ago. Now these tweets and this live stream, obviously, they're very vague. They don't really tell us what's gonna be going on in that. But since I spend a little bit too much of my free time playing Pokemon, I think I'm pretty qualified to take a good guess on what we're gonna see and what we can expect in this Pokemon Direct coming on Thursday. So obviously, the first big thing that I think we're basically guaranteed to see in this Pokemon Direct is some sort of official release date for Pokemon Home. Now, if you don't know what Pokemon Home is supposed to be a Pokemon storage system, basically the replacement for the Pokemon Bank system for the Nintendo Switch games. This is also going to be the feature that is going to let us take Pokemon from our 3DS games and bring them over to the Nintendo Switch. As of right now, we don't have any idea when Pokemon Home is officially supposed to come out. We've had some sort of idea that it was supposed to be early 2020, but it's early 2020 now and we still haven't gotten a release date, so I think it's practically guaranteed that they're going to be spending a lot of time in this Pokemon Direct talking about Pokemon Home. And since Pokemon Home is supposed to come out on the Switch, on the iPhone, and on Android phones, I think there's going to be a lot of stuff to talk about, and it'll probably more than likely take up the majority of this Pokemon Direct. Off the top of my head, I know it's supposed to have GTS-like features, so you'll be able to trade with people using Pokemon Home. You'll be able to do some sort of interaction with your Pokemon in Home, so it doesn't become like Pokemon Prison for the Pokemon you can't take out of it. So I think it's very safe to say that they're going to be spending a lot of time in this Pokemon Direct talking about Pokemon Home. Now, another thing I think we're going to be hearing about in this Pokemon Direct is the app Pokemon Sleep, which is something I'm honestly really excited for because I definitely need more sleep. This app was announced back in May of 2019, and all we really know about it right now is it's somehow going to promote you sleeping and reward you in Pokemon games. And that's really about it. This is also set to have a 2020 release date, and it's 2020, so I think it's about time that we hear something about this app. So Pokemon Home, Pokemon Sleep, I think that stuff is guaranteed. Now, another thing I think we're absolutely going to hear about in this Pokemon Direct is a wild area update. So right now we have a Snorlax event where obviously we could find more Gigantamax Snorlax in the wild area, and that's supposed to end on January 9th, which again is conveniently the same day that this Pokemon Direct is happening. So I'm sure we're going to see some sort of wild area update where they're going to release some sort of special new Pokemon in max raid battles. It might be a new Gigantamax Pokemon because we still have two that they have not officially released yet. I'm not going to mention what they are in this video just in case you don't want spoilers, but there are still G-Max Pokemon that have not been released yet. And there's also 35 other Pokemon in the game's data right now that they could use and put into max raid battles if they want to, so there's a lot of cool stuff that could be happening very soon in the wild area. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I'm also hoping that we're gonna hear some sort of news about an update for Pokemon Sword and Shield. As we know right now, Pokemon Sword and Pokemon Shield are pretty glitchy games to say the least, and they could absolutely use an update to make them more stable and get rid of some of the more problematic glitches. I think every main series Pokemon game since X and Y version has gotten some sort of update that fixed a lot of glitches and bugs in the game, so it's about time that Sword and Shield get one too. And I know a lot of people are going to see Pokemon Direct and think that they're going to announce a new Pokemon game here, and while it's not crazy and not totally out of the realm of possibility, I just think it's a little too early for them to announce a new Pokemon game. Like I said earlier, Sword and Shield have not been out for 2 months yet, so these games definitely have a little bit more life in them before they need to start promoting something new. We haven't even heard anything about the mythical Pokemon for Sword and Shield, and although they're not in the data right now, I'm sure with an update or something, they're gonna add mythical Pokemon. They just finally figured out a way to keep data miners from figuring out about them early. So I absolutely think Sword and Shield have more life in them. I don't think we're gonna see a new Pokemon game announced here, but if we do, I'm hoping it'll be Diamond and Pearl remakes, or potentially a Sword and Shield 2, Sharp Sword, Strong Shield, Ultra Sword and Shield. Who knows? I hope that's not it. I really hope we don't get that so soon. soon, or at all. I hope they could just do that in an update to the game to make it better. But like always, it's a possibility. So my friends, those are my predictions for the Pokemon Direct coming on Thursday. This is what I think is more than likely going to happen, and it'll be fun looking back on this video in just a few days and seeing how accurate I was. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel, because as soon as we get the information, you know I'll be covering it, and I'll give you everything you need to know. So again, make sure you're subscribed, ring that bell so you don't miss that video. In the comment section, let me know what you think we're going to see in this Pokemon Direct coming in just a few days. And my friends, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed it and you haven't already, make sure you give it a thumbs up right now. Subscribe if you're new, and my friends, I'll be seeing you in the next one.